Hello, and welcome to the B interview series for Black entrepreneurs, where we are highlighting Black businesses and Black business owners in the Charlotte, North Carolina area for the month of February. Today, I have with me Malcom McNeil with McNeil Pressure Washing. Hi, Malcom. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, Jasmine, a pleasure to be here.
So, I would like for you to introduce yourself and just tell us a little bit more about your business.
Yeah, for sure. So my name is Malcom McNeil. Born and raised in Charlotte, alumni of Independence High School, and also an alumni of UNC Charlotte. And a little bit about our business, how we got started. So grew up in the family business. My father actually had a commercial cleaning business, and he primarily cleaned the interior of commercial buildings. Did a little exterior flat work when it came to grounds. He did pressure wash some grounds and did some window cleaning. So I kind of grew up in the business. Obviously, when I turned 16 and I was able to get paid for my work, I started out working various jobs like Food Lion and Hardee's and stuff like that. And then in earlier of 2022, I decided to go into business for myself. I just felt it was time. It just, it was something that needed to happen for various reasons. And so we started McNeil Pressure Washing. I kind of went back to my roots a little bit. And to make it kind of short and sweet, we are experts in exterior cleaning. So when it comes to cleaning your buildings, we do commercial work, residential, so houses, townhouses, apartments, car dealerships, food restaurants, stores, that kind of stuff. And we wash them, we get the mold and any type of organic growth off, and make sure we restore these homes and these businesses back to looking respectable. So we're out in the community trying to do some good work and do it for what we believe to be reasonable prices and exceptional customer service.
Okay, so awesome. So you started off in the family business, kind of went back to your roots. What services do you offer? Because I don't really know a lot about pressure washing. I know you said you do residential and commercial, but what services, like why would someone want to get their house pressure washing? What do you offer any other services?
Oh, really good question. So yeah, again, to be brief, we offer any type of exterior cleaning. So that's going to be building siding, house siding. It could be vinyl house, hardy board, brick, stucco, cement fiber, any of that kind of stuff. We wash any of the black growth on it, which is usually mold. All that green stuff you usually see, especially during the springtime and summertime of the year, that's algae. We wash that off. We also do roof washes, and those are very, very important because roof washes will save you a lot of money on getting a roof repair. So if you're a homeowner and you're somebody that plans on being in your house for an extended period of time, you would definitely want to get your roof cleaned at least once every couple of years. And that's a story for a different day. I actually have an article on my website about roof washes and how it can save you a lot of money in the long run with roof repairs. So we offer roof washes, fences, decks, driveways, parking garages, parking lots, you name it. If it can be cleaned, we're going to clean it. We also clean out gutters as well. We also clean trash bins. So we clean, residents will put them on a rotating schedule. Some elect weekly, bi-weekly, annual or biannual, anything like that, quarterly. We can kind of set you up and put you on a rotating schedule where we come out and keep the insides and outsides of your trash cans clean, free of debris, rodents, that kind of stuff, any type of food growth, anything like that. So we offer that. We also offer dumpster pad cleaning to businesses. So it's kind of like a bigger trash can cleaning. We only clean the exterior of the dumpsters though, as well as the retaining wall for the dumpsters and the padding that the dumpster sits on. So we do that. And then we also do some dry event cleaning. So not exactly duct cleaning where we do air ducts, but we do dry event cleaning. And it's very, very important that you get your dryers cleaned at least once a year, depending on the setup of your house and how long that dryer duct is, because that could prevent the appliance house fires that we see here in the United States. So we do a little bit of everything, and we really take a lot of pride in our work, and we appreciate what we do. We love what we do.
So you said you just started, you kind of thought about it, back in 2022, you got back to your roots and stuff like that. So that was kind of after the pandemic, as post-pandemic. So yes. Were there any challenges or barriers that you faced while you were trying to break into entrepreneurship?
Not anything that I felt was unusual. Prior to this though, I actually explored being a real estate agent, and that was extremely challenging. I got my real estate broker license. I'm still a licensed broker as well as a licensed mortgage loan officer. And I got my real estate license right around the time the pandemic hit, but it was before everyone knew what it was. So as I was trying to break into the market, One of the things they always teach new agents is perform open houses. That's a good way of getting contact with people and stuff like that. To make a long story short, that didn't work out very well. So the COVID, I could see how COVID affected a lot of businesses and things like that, especially newer entrepreneurs. But for me and my business particularly, starting up in 2022 and being a business that is really, really high demand, I didn't face a whole lot of irregular challenges due to COVID.
Why do you think that Black entrepreneurship and Black wealth specifically is important?
That's a really good question. So first and foremost, I think entrepreneurship in general is extremely important and beneficial to anybody. Specifically in the Black community, though, we lack a lot of place in the business structure. We lack a lot of leadership. I'm trying to get my words correctly here, but we lack a lot of leadership when it comes to the community, having a presence in the community, being CEOs, being, for lack of better words, bosses of businesses. We don't have much of a presence as much as other communities. So while I appreciate all entrepreneurs and whatever culture or background you come from in the Black community, it's just something that we need a lot more of because we just don't see it enough. And that creates for a diverse group of CEOs, a diverse group of COOs and things like that. And when you put diverse cultures and diverse minds together, you guys can accomplish so much because each group and culture can learn from the next person. So I think it's extremely important that we as a Black community put ourselves in positions to be entrepreneurs and leaders, because we can learn a lot from other leaders from different cultures and they can learn a lot from us too. So it's just, for a lot of reasons it's important. And that's one of the stronger reasons for me.
I like that. So what has been your key to success since starting your business? How have you grown your business? What has been your go-to thing for making sure that your business has been successful?
The key to success. So it's a very broad question, but I like it. But there's a lot of different things, and let me apologize for the lighting in here. But there's a lot of things that contribute to our success. And I will say that I have my faith placed where it needs to be at. So that's first and foremost. But secondly, I don't want to sound too brash, but it's us. It's our company. It's us. It's what we do. It's the service that we provide for these customers. I think that anybody that goes to our Google page, that goes to our website, that goes to Facebook, those reviews will speak for themselves. And it's a testament to what we do. So when we show up, we have an eye for detail, something that a lot of the companies may or may not have. This is no insult to them, but we have a really, really keen eye for detail. There's a lot of things we just don't miss. And then we just put the customer experience first. So that's really, really important for us, making sure that we have that great line of communication with the customer, keeping them updated on the process the entire way through. Once we arrive, what we're doing while we're at the job, and then once we leave, give them an opportunity to ask questions and point things out that they may see. But it's just us, man. We're literally the difference. It's this company. It is the culture this company has, and it's something that can't be taught. It's something that was instilled in me when I was young, working with my dad. I started out around 7 or 8, and it was instilled in me. So I give a lot of credit to him and my mom. And it's just something I really appreciate it because, again, I don't think my work ethic can be taught. And I say that very humbly.
I love that. So what's your future goals for your business? What's your plans?
We've got to scale this thing. I've got a nephew and I've got a son, and they're great boys, and they're coming into business like me. My nephew's 11 and my son is 8. And they come with me every so often on jobs. I teach them little things. And don't worry, guys, we get them with their PPEs, their protection gear. They got the goggles and the face mask and the clothes to make sure that they don't get harmed by any of the solutions that we use. But no, I just want to teach them. I want to be a good role model for them. I want to teach them how to do this business. And hopefully when I'm 40, I can give it to them and I can just sit back with my arms, propped up. So but in all seriousness, I plan to grow it. I don't want to grow it too big though. I want to grow it to where I and of course my son and my nephew can manage it, and maybe an employee or two. But we want to grow large enough to make noise in the community. And we also just want to be the go-to resource for the community. We want to be able to be helpful and set ourselves apart and be different than a lot of other businesses that may or may not put in that extra effort that we do and provide that great customer service and customer experience. So obviously the answer to that is always growth. Who doesn't want to grow? More money is always good, but I don't want to grow too big where I have to hire a lot of employees, because that's when you stop getting that personal experience and that business culture that you created. You kind of start losing that when you get bigger. It's just a little bit harder to hone that in. So I plan on growing big enough to continue to manage the business and just be happy and comfortable.
I like that. And I think that it kind of ties into the roots that you had, what you talked about by passing the business down is, kind of bringing it back, but also sewing into your community, into the Black community, and being able to keep that tradition going that you were brought up on, by sewing that into the younger generation as well.
Oh yes, I definitely agree. I'm not going to. I'd never press my business upon my son or my nephew. I want them to do what they want to do. But I'm training them in it, and I hope that they like it enough to keep it. And if not, they'll do their own thing, and then maybe they'll find their way back to it. But yeah, definitely teaching them, and hopefully they can have some friends that come along that they can teach and add on and say, hey, dad, hey, uncle, I trust this guy. I want to trust this lady. I want to bring them on, and I say, fine, if you trust them, bring them on, and maybe it'll teach them to be entrepreneurs. So yeah, this thing could really grow into something big. And we could really impact a lot of the younger people in the community with what we're doing.
Awesome. So Malcolm, I have one last question for you. Do you have any advice for anyone that is considering breaking into entrepreneurship, or even someone that is trying to jump off the cliff and just start? What is your advice?
The cliche thing to say would be just do it, man. Just do it. You got a dream, just go do it. And I don't think that's horrible advice. But I would say if you're trying to break into something, just you got to make sure that it's something that you at least like. I don't want to say love, but you got to make sure it's something you at least like to do. And it's better if you love it, but make sure it's something that you at least like to do and that you enjoy doing on a daily basis. Because for me, I really like what I do. And so when I go to work, I don't necessarily feel like I'm working. I'm happy to go knock some things out, get some things clean, have people come out and admire the job that I did, not because it makes me feel good, but because it makes them feel good. I like for them to be able to see the house and what it was, and then come out and be like, "Wow, this looks like it did when I first bought it." Like I like seeing that joy. So for me, I like what I do, and that's what I would advise anybody. One, find something you really like doing. Second, find a way to monetize it. And once you find a way to monetize it and you do the necessary research, because that's super, super important, do the necessary research about how to start the business and, business loans and things like that if you need a loan. And then from there, don't have analysis paralysis. Just do it. Like that's the cliche part after all that. Just do it. But make sure you do the research first, and it's something that you are passionate about, or at least have a really strong liking for.
I love it. So I just want to say thank you so much once again for joining us today. Thank you for sharing information about your business. Viewers, if you guys want to get in contact with McNeil Pressure Washing, the information of how to contact them, their website, and any information will be listed below. But I just want to thank you, Malcolm, once again for joining us, and much success to your business.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And thanks for having me, guys.